Before we officially start this meeting, I will be reading the data privacy notice. So the LaSalle College of St. Peniel respects your privacy and is committed to protect the confidentiality of your personal information, thus has adopted necessary organizational, technical, and physical measures to secure it. DLSCSB is bound to comply with the Data Privacy Act of 2012, its implementing rules and regulation, and relevant of the National Privacy Commission. By participating in this video meeting, you are consenting to our collection in accordance with this privacy notice. Information is also processed by a video conferencing platform, which is Google Meet. The information process, name, email address, your image, video, and audio will be used for attendance, documentation, and communication and systems administration purposes by authorized individuals of SNMA organizing the event and other offices authorized to have access. We also use this information gathered from you for abuse prevention and privacy protection. DLSCSB shall only retain the said personal information until it serves its purpose, after which it shall be securely disposed of. Next. Good evening po sa lahat. We are grateful for your time and effort to be here sa aming focus group discussion for today. Una sa lahat, magpapakilala po muna kami. Ako nga po pala si Hailey and I am joined by my other groupmates, Bea de la Cruz, Ralph Dacanay, and Mikael Narag. Before po tayo mag-proceed, kindly scan the attendance and consent form as isa po ito sa aming requirements for participant validation. Maaari niyo rin ma-access yung link sa chat natin if in case hindi po kayo kaya iscan ang QR code. We will give you around 5 minutes para ma-answer yung attendance form and consent form.
I think the QR code is deactivated.
Bluetooth kong direct.
Kindly check na lang po sa chat natin for the link in a bit.
Wait lang po, nawala yung Bluetooth ko.
Baka lobat na. Baka lobat na. Bigla na wala yung connection. Lobat na yan.
Check mo muna. Hello.
Go.
Hello.
Hello po.
Ayun. Ayan, narinig ko na po.
Okay po.
Ay, Sir Arlan, okay lang po ba i-mute nyo po muna yung mic nyo? Kahit mamaya na ako. Thank you po.
Please let us know once you're done. If in any case you are not able to submit the attendance and consent form right now, you can submit it again later po. We will be sending these forms again in a while. We can proceed na po. Next slide, please. Ukit Tayo is an interactive website and content platform that aims to preserve the practice of pag-uukit or wood carving in Laguna by engaging Filipino Gen Zs who are drawn to the craft through a multifaceted communication strategy by creating an interactive website, testimonial interview, and short-form social media videos that showcase its cultural value, craftsmanship, materials, and workshops. Para po mas maunawaan niyo yung project namin, ginawa namin ang Ungit Tayo para mas maging accessible ang impormasyon at maenganyong matuto ang Gen Z tungkol sa pag-uukit. Next.
Okay, next naman po yung mga project objectives namin, which is to bring awareness in order to preserve the rich culture of pag-uukit in Laguna targeted towards interested Filipino Gen Z and to patronize the art form. Second, to provide accessible and engaging information about the cultural significance, history, and techniques about pag-uukit through a series of sources such as short-form content and an interactive website that will manage to capture the attention of Filipino Gen Z and potential apprentices. And lastly, to educate Filipino Gen Z about the art of pag-uukit by providing modern learning tools such as an accessible series of short-form videos. Okay. So with that, ito naman po yung overview ng website namin. Our website contains information about pag-uukit, tulad ng problema na nararanasan ng mga woodcarvers, kung saan nagsimula ang pag-uukit, mga gamit sa pag-uukit, as well as pag-feature ng isang artisan tulad ni Kuya Franco Cagayat, and more to come as part of the future goals of this project. Okay. So moving on sa aming testimonial interview, we interviewed Miggy Alcala, isang Gen Z, para makuha ang kanyang unique perspective sa pag-uukit. Sa mga kabataan, pag nakita or naririnig nila ang pag-uukit, madalas ay wala silang idea kung ano ito o hindi sila gaano ka-interesado kumpara sa ibang pumapatok na hobbies and crafts. Or kaya, they would find it old school. Pero sa video na ito, Miggy shares his fresh take kung paano siya nabilib sa craftsmanship at cultural value ng sining na ito. His realization is that the tradition in Laguna is actually something that we can be proud of today. Okay, tapos also, gumawa din po kami ng non-fiction short-form content videos to specifically tailor to the attention span ng mga Gen Z. Dahil mabilis ang consumption ng media ngayon, we made sure our videos were short but high impact. So our content covers 3 essential areas by explaining the importance and use of batikuling wood as the primary medium, by featuring renowned woodcarver artisans' professional insights, and by documenting the actual tools and techniques na ginagamit sa pag-uukit. So we will now start the session proper. We will ask you some questions for you guys, and hopefully everyone will participate.
Ayan, thank you, Bea. So, para po masimulan po natin yung FGD na to, kilalanin po muna natin yung mga participants natin. So, tawagin ko po muna si Sir Paulo. So, Sir Paulo, pwede po ba namin malaman yung pangalan, edad, at iyong trabaho niyo po?
Pangalan ko is, narinig ba?
Yes po, naririnig po.
Pangalan ko is Arlan Paulo Giliera. I'm 38 years old. I'm Taytay, nakatira ako sa Taytay, Palawan. Bali nakachat yung si Sir Mikael Ison na nakiusap sa akin para tukol dito sa interview na to. Bali, para naman po sa akin, okay naman po yung sa carpenter na mga crafts na kagaya nito. Tsaka yung sinasabi po ni Sir Mikael about dun sa sinasabi niyong bagong site na kagaya nito. Okay naman po sa akin lahat. Mas maganda po. Tsaka para mas makahikayat pa po na mas marami.
Kasi salamat po. Bali po, ano po ulit yung trabaho nyo for a
Bali,
living?
yun nga po, nakalimutan ko. Bali, ano po ako, joiner po ako. Carpenter, joiner, pattern maker, agaya po sa pag-uukit, sa lahat, cabinet maker, lahat po.
Sige pa, salamat po. Okay.
Thank you po.
And then for the other participants naman, can I call si Miss Bianca? So kindly state your name, age, and occupation.
Hi po, I'm Bianca Nicole Goroste, 21 years old po. Occupation is a freelance artist, and yun lang. Mainly yung ginagawa ko lang po is more on painting, like fine arts and digital art and illustration. So medyo hindi po very well versed sa pag-uukit.
Okay, thank you po. Okay, so now let's move on kay Miss Francesca.
Hello po. Ako po si Francesca Ray Airoso. I am 25 years old and I work as a third-party app coordinator. And yun, for me, this is more of something that I'm interested in. Siguro kasi sa panahon ngayon, medyo nagmo-move na tayo towards art forms na hindi completely digital, and wood carving is something na lumabas sa feed ko habang nag-scroll ako sa Pinterest. Yun lang po.
Thank you po. Can we call si Miss Louie Malyari naman po?
Hello? Ay, wait lang. Sorry. Ayan. Hi, I am Louie po, and I'm 24 years old na. Sorry, my video po is not working right now. Ayan. Ayan po. Currently working sa DTI as Project Development Officer. Ayun, and I'm interested po sa wood carving kasi especially sa local culture natin. Pero I haven't really explored that much po before. So, ayun.
Ayan, thank you po. And reminder na lang din po pala sa participants na okay lang din po if hindi nyo kaya mag-on cam para din po makasave sa data if ever. Thank you po. Kahit sa dulo na lang po ng picture taking if ever. Thank you po. Okay. Next naman po si sino ba? Si Sir Alfredo de la Cruz naman po.
Hello.
Hello po.
Hello, good evening sa lahat. My name is Alfredo de la Cruz Jr. You can just call me Tito Alf. I'm 59 years old and I work as an IT in an insurance company. Basically, I'm handling infrastructure and cybersecurity, but before that, nag-handle ako ng systems projects. Basically, mga systems ng company namin na ginagamit sa operations in terms of sales, underwriting, claims. Lahat yan ay mga web-based systems. Although yung particular na topic natin ngayon is medyo informative na website siya, no? It's for spreading awareness dun sa craft na to. Although we have projects before developing websites for yung awareness naman ng insurance, pero ngayon lang ako naka-encounter ng ganito na, I mean, yung passion is to go back to yung culture natin, ano. I'm aware sa mga wood carving. When I was in high school, meron kami mga projects na ganyan, although hindi ganyan syempre, no, naging professional na to ng mga tinatawag na artisans, ano. Nakikita ko siya on the way to Tagaytay. Kung may makikita kayong mga stores doon, yun, medyo nakaka-curious kung paano nila ginagawa and paano ito actually nagiging business. Pero maganda siyang alamin at maganda siyang malaman din kasi nakakatuwa at saka maganda talaga yung mga products nito like yung mga crafts na ginawa ginawang tables, chairs, tsaka yung mga religious figures and saints, yun ang catchy pagdating sa craft na to. So yun. Thank you.
Ayan, thank you po, Tito Alfred. So, next naman po is si Miss Angela naman po.
Hello, sorry, super hectic, but I'm okay now. My name is Angela Mistranza, 24 years old. I work as the Museum Associate of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. I'm from Binyan, Laguna. And ang background ko on wood carving has been more about my research. During my undergraduate thesis ko, I wrote a paper on the ecological art history of wood carving in Paete. So it was more of an examination of how the process changed because of environmental changes. For example, yung lack of batikuling wood and transitioning to other forms of art. And I was able to present this paper in Capiz. I also interviewed maestro wood carvers such as Luisito Akak. He's been my primary source pagdating sa paggawa ng information on the evolution of wood carving sa Paete. And in the cultural center, we did an exhibition about it. Not Paete in particular, but wood as a source of art, as a source of function. We did an exhibition about it. I helped in writing the curatorial notes of the exhibition with my background in Paete wood carving. So, yun, very interesting to learn more about the website. Thank you.
And thank you po. And then for our next last two participants, can I call on si Sir John and then after na si Sir Ken. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm John Reynaldo Morales and I'm currently working at SourceFit. Then my role is I'm an AI solutions developer. So basically, I automate a lot of business processes using AI. Then on my background when it comes to carving, wala masyado eh. So I know carving sa mga pintuan, sa mga doors natin. So they look pretty pero background as doing something with the carving, wala masyado. So the website is actually a good start kung wala kang alam when it comes to carving, then you just want to find out how you do things with it. So yeah, siguro ang may help ko with this FGD is more on the UI UX, usually on the user experience. So yeah, that's all from me.
Ayan. So since kilala na natin everyone for this FGD, we will now be moving on to questions concerning about si Sir Ken po pala. Thank you po.
Hey everyone, kala ko nakalimutan na ni Ralph. Yeah. Hi, my name is Kenneth. I am 25 years old and I am a machine learning engineer in Johnson & Johnson. So currently I'm creating pipelines for AI and machine learning models. Upon receiving this invitation, sobrang natuwa ako. Nakita yung website. It's very, very informative. So kudos to you guys. And yeah, I'm very, very excited in meeting you. Thanks.
Ayan. So, lahat na kilala na natin yung isa't isa. So, we'll now be moving on to the questions surrounding the content of our project. So, let's start po muna kay Sir Paulo. So, Sir Paulo, nung bumisita ka po ba sa website namin, may mga words or salita po ba kayo na hindi maintindihan or maayos naman po yung pagpapaliwanag namin sa website?
Sa akin naman po, maayos naman po. Naintindihan ko naman po, klaro naman po sa akin. Kaya nga po, parang interest din po ako sa website ninyo. Okay naman po. Detalyado naman po lahat. Thank you
Sige
po.
po, thank you po. For ano naman po, for Miss Angela po, were there any terms in the website like paet, santo, or ukit that needed more explanation, or were they well contextualized naman po?
For me, at first glance, medyo naman siya, well conceptualized. But I think it would help if, yun nga, parang may glossary siguro of terms. Pero this could be in the form of like, maybe sa website, a tab, or di kaya short form video explaining everything, or something that's not just plain text sa website, mas interactive siya. Yun lang naman for me on the top of my head. I think more will come up as we go on the discussion.
Sige po, thank you po. So, okay, for the next question is, this is for Miss Louie Malyari. So, which specific parts of the website or video content do you think needs to be improved on?
I think the content naman is informative, especially yung part about the decline of the wood carvers kasi it really gives the context kung bakit nga ba siya important. Pero ayun nga, I noticed lang na medyo text heavy siya in some sections. Ayun kasi gamit ko yung phone ko that time. So medyo na overwhelming lang siyang basahin if tuloy-tuloy lalo na through mobile. Pero tinry ko din naman siya ng website, so mas better for me yung website. Pero overall naman, okay siya. So I still learned a lot naman in short amount of time, especially yun dun sa video.
Ayan, thank you po Ate Louie. How about naman po kay Miss Francesca? May mga unnecessary elements po ba that can be removed or okay naman siya so far?
Hello. For me, while I was reviewing the website, one thing that I noticed is one of the articles, meron siyang broken link. I think it was yung Bayokot's findings. So I think maybe you could try fixing that where it redirects to. Other than that, in terms of the website and video content, I think it's very informative and na-explain niya ng maayos yung parang where yung anong tawag dito? Parang kung saan yung pinanggalingan yung project nyo. But since your project is about promoting this art form to Gen Z, maybe you could add something na mabibridge yung gap na parang why should Gen Z care about this specific art form? Yun lang for me.
Ayan, okay. Thank you. So, that's all for now for the content part. So, we'll now move on to the functionality. So, these questions are mostly for mga web developers naman po natin. So, okay. So, can I call si Sir John? So, for your question is, how was your experience with navigating through the pages of the websites? Meron po ba kayong na-experience na issues, bugs, or inconveniences po? Yun po.
Yeah, when it comes to bugs, I think yung logo nyo with Ukit Tayo, pag kinlik mo yan, actually, I think it goes through the default of, I think this was WordPress. No? Yeah. If you try to click Ukit Tayo logo sa upper left, it goes back to the first iteration of the whole website. So I think pwede nyo siyang i-remove. And then, ano pa ba? Mostly check on the UX pero yeah, yun yung isa sa mga bugs na nakita ko. And then all of the other links naman, hyperlinks are good. Siguro sa na lang, medyo technical to. Sino yung gumawa ng website for that?
For the website po, it was developed by all of us, but mostly it's me and si Bea po yung nag-update, nagde-develop.
Sige. So, just to make it short, siguro I'll forward na lang later kung ano yung iba kong findings na pwede niyong ayusin. Or ano, kailangan po ba dahil this is a video recorded?
It would be better po if dito na lang din po sa mismong discussion na po to give your comments po.
Okay, sure. So, wait lang, let me bring it up lang sa left. So, yung issue sa number one issue nyo is yung double slash dun sa slash home. Sa ano lang naman tayo sa navigation link. Pero, yes, siguro nitpicking na to. Pero, yeah, yun lang naman siguro for it. Sa footer nyo, is pinakababa, kung nasan yung mga addresses nyo. Siguro yung i-add nyo na lang dun yung contact page nyo. Kasi since it's part of the UX, di ba nasa upper part nyo yung nasa header nyo yung contact. Then, add a hover tooltip dun sa, ayun nga, yung sa glossary na mentioned earlier. So, kasi not everyone knows about the word pait eh. So, siguro pag hinover nyo yung pait na word, siguro may lalabas din na tooltip kung ano yung meaning ni pait para malaman din ng especially the Gen Zs who doesn't know what pait is or the other words pa na hindi pa gaanong na-introduce. And then, add form, success, error feedback to email sign up plus contact. Hindi naman na kailangan yung gaano. So, yeah. And then when it comes sa UX, sa UI naman, I think yung upper bar nyo, yung sa header nyo is too thick. So kung i-check nyo si Facebook right now, 56 pixels lang yung header niya. Sa inyo, it almost doubled na siya. So kung titignan nyo kung titignan mo yung buong website, parang yung header is more on your face. Gano'n. Parang kasi sobrang laki niya. Tapos, ang liit ng proportions ng upper logo nyo kaysa dun sa homepage logo nyo na malaki. So, ayun naman, it's more on proportions. Tapos, kapag binuksan mo sa laptop or sa desktop yung website nyo, hindi kita yung hero button nyo, which is si Explore. So, sa mobile, okay siya eh. I checked it on mobile. Okay naman siya. Pero, if your target is both mobile and desktop, so, make sure na kapag bukas ng website nyo is kita na agad si hero button nyo, which is Explore. Then I mentioned din earlier na it's too wordy. So maybe pwede yung pag-iwahiwalayin yung mahaba yung paragraphs. So for example, the first part of the paragraph is on the left side, then the continuation of that paragraph is on the right side, na may kasama ring visuals na related sa pag-uukit. The part of pag-uukit siya, ganun. Para lang hindi siya nakakahilo basahin ng isahan since ang target niya rin is Gen Zs, very low attention spans. So, yeah, sorry, bugs pa lang pala na. So, yeah, that's more yung sa ano lang, sa homepage lang. If pinindot mo yung okay tayo na logo. Yeah.
Ayun, thank you po. So, for this next question, may I ask naman si Tito Alfredo. So, if you were looking for information on the artisan or a specific tool or technique, how easy was it to find that section from the homepage?
Hello. Actually, if dinadirect mo ko if you're asking me kung nakita ko agad yung sa artisan or specific tool or technique, it's in the website naman. It's in the menu bar sa taas. Madali naman siya makita. Only yung aking suggestion is kasi since yung pinopromote natin yung craft, tapos yung tools, and parang gusto kong sana na mas ma-highlight natin yung artisan bago natin bigyan ng option to watch yung testimonial o kaya yung mga short videos na parang references nyo. So, I would prefer to see the menu bar starting, of course, with home, explore, and then the artisan bago yung watch. Kasi malaking parte ng website or ng information nyo yung tao, yung artisan, parang ang laki ng contribution niya. And besides that, siguro I would recommend na it's more than one yung resource speaker nyo na artisan. Kasi like, para seryosohin ba, na parang, para kasi ang dating is napakahirap talaga. Although, na-site nyo naman, talagang down to 900 na yung mga people who are practicing this craft. Pero since you are making an information campaign or spreading awareness para ma-preserve yung craft, siguro better to add more resource speaker or resource person sa artisans or yung features. So, as in, kung madali makita. Pero yung organization lang siguro, yun lang ang suggestion ko.
Okay, thank you po. So, wait lang. Okay. So, to further explain lang po yun dun sa future artisans. So, bale po kasi, since TIOME 1, we were also asked about this on how we are planning to expand this section. So, bale po, in the future naman po, we are also planning to add a couple more of artisans for the audience to see. But as of now po kasi, we are only in contact with one person, and it's a bit we also tried naman po to contact other people, but for now, for the sake of showing you the project of what it could be like for the future, we inserted or interviewed one artisan po muna. But then in the future naman po talaga, when this project grows more, we will be definitely adding more artisans, but for now, isa lang po siya muna.
Yeah, I understand. Oo, naintindihan ko. Tsaka siyempre, medyo yung time nyo to do this project, medyo limited lang. I understand that. So, comment ko lang naman yun.
And then to add na rin po, regarding Ms. Angela's comment, for the maestros po, we also actually interviewed as well Sir Luisito Akak during our MTOME 1 since we needed to gather more data, and also other maestros po, also the father of Sir Franco Cagayat po.
Okay, for the next question naman for the web developer. So, kay Sir John po ulit. So, how does the experience change for you when accessing the website on mobile versus the desktop? Like, mas madali po ba siyang basahin sa mobile or sa desktop? You could give comments or suggestions naman po. Thank you po.
Since nag-auto-adapt naman si WordPress, no? So, ang isa lang design niya dyan, no? Tapos yung WordPress na niya nag-adapt on mobile. So, okay naman siya. Ayun lang, yung comment ko lang siguro is yung header nyo nga, it's too thick. Then, the other proportions could be fixed. Tsaka yung footer height nyo, medyo makapal din siya. So, yung letters nyo din, I think you can search for, I think hindi naman siya standard, pero may preferred siya. Search nyo kung ano yung size ng text ni, let's say, Facebook or Instagram, gano'n. Makikita nyo naman siya. I-apply nyo siya doon sa font sizes na gamit nyo on the website para mas maging okay yung proportion niya. Tapos, ano pa ganyan? Ayun nga, na-mention kanina na wordy siya. So, if it's too wordy, pwede nyo paghiwalayin yung isang paragraph. So, sentence 1, Tas meron siyang visual na picture, sentence 2, may visual na picture. Ganun. Just to keep it short lang and so we don't, para hindi mawala yung attention ng user doon sa sa website. Then yung siguro yung hero word hero sentence mo, yung discover ukit tayo, space to learn, explore and experience the beautiful carving. Pero I think it's too long then. Maybe pwede mo siyang gawing shorter but catchy. Kasi yun yung pinaka-important part ng website. Then, siguro you can fix the palette a little bit. Ganun. Kasi medyo bold siya eh. Parang, pero I think it matches the theme naman na ukit eh. So, siguro ibahin nyo lang ng onti yung hex values para mas gawing lighter siya, mas maging complementary siya to each other. And then, yung hero button nyo, pwede nyo siyang lagyan ng, ano man tawag dito? Glow, para mas maging takaw tingin siya, napindutin siya, which is yung pinaka-important part para ma-explore kung ano nga ba si Ukit. And then, dito sa scrollable nyo na images, yung scroll button nyo, it's too small. Pwede nyo siyang lakihan, tapos dagdagan nyo siya ng parang more visual contrast. Kasi kung hindi ko explore na i-swipe siya, hindi ko malalaman na scrollable pala siya. So, ayun. Pwede nyo siyang dagdagan ng part dun. And yeah, I think that's more of it naman.
Thank you po. So, we are now done for the functionality aspect of the website. So let's move on to the layouts. So, can I ask for Miss Francesca for this question? So the question is, do the design components, color palette, typography, imagery align with the project's intended theme?
Hello. So, similar dun sa na-mention kanina, I agree yung sa wordy na part, specifically, yung justified alignment. Una ko kasi siyang view sa cellphone, then sa website. And pareho na parang in some text boxes na mas konti yung text, mas lumalaki yung spacing in between. So, mas nagiging awkward siya tignan, hindi kasi consistent. So, I think that's something that you guys can improve on and para lang mas magmukhang cleaner din and understandable yung text nyo. Then, for me kasi yung sa logo nyo, very prominent yung green, although sa website itself, parang mas nakikita ko yung oranges, yellows, and browns. So, I think since nasa logo nyo siya, you could use more of it other than dun sa mga options lang sa tab sa ibabaw and yung sa pinakailalim ng website. And then, other than that, I really like the photos that you use. I think it's very good. Parang sobrang na-highlight niya yung mga wood carvings and yung mga parang behind the scenes ng paggawa. So that's for me.
And thank you po. Can we ask the same question naman po for Sir Ken? So, do the design components, color palette, typography, imagery align with the project's intended theme?
I think it is it aligns with the project intended theme. I like the color gradient. Siguro if I may suggest lang na you guys incorporate some other information, but do not kasi sometimes it's a bit wordy. So, mas matagal mag-scroll sa mobile kaysa sa website. So, my suggestion would be find a way so that hindi lahat ng information ay naka-display agad. And for the theme, I think you guys could incorporate some effects, like if you're familiar with parallax. Yeah, and make it a little bit more related sa theme natin, which is yung wood carving. So yeah, I think that's on my part. Thanks.
For our next question naman po, this is for Miss Bianca. So Miss Bianca, does the video's composition and color grading match with the project's intended theme?
Hi. For the video, I actually enjoyed yung formatting ng video as I was watching it. It was very informative, and given na short form video siya, it was an easy watch as someone na may short attention span. But despite that, I truly did learn a lot, and I now have more profound understanding of the craft. Bea, I think her name was, and the featured artist, Kuya Franco, was. They were a delight to watch naman. Yung color grading niya, I like na parang you were evoking a sense of parang yung nature. Since similar din sa website niyo, yun din yung parang naging branding or color palette na pinili niyo. That was clear na you guys wanted to make it appear as close to nature since yun yung visual na gusto niyo ipakita since the topic is about pag-uukit. So I quite like that aspect of it. Tapos, yun nga, dahil short form video siya, madali lang siyang i-follow. Hindi siya, despite someone nga na may short attention span, I was really interested dun sa tinuturo ni Kuya. Siguro kasi, since I was a fine art student then I was really interested in learning the craft. Siguro, nung inaral namin siya sa Philippine Art History class ko, it wasn't as in-depthly, pero there was much interest in that topic. Tapos nung pinapanood ko siya, yung craftsmanship ni Kuya Franco, I can see na parang he was really passionate about it and parang gusto din talaga niya na ma-promote yung craft, which would be really nice since with the state of how AI is replacing kung ano-ano man daw na art practices, it could never replace practices such as woodcrafting. So gusto ko na trinay nyo invoke yun dun sa videos nyo. And yes, as a Gen Z then, it was a fun watch. It was easy and very light on the eyes lang. Yung pag-editing, not too much, sakto lang.
Ayan, thank you, Miss Bianca. So for our last question naman sa layout, I would be asking again si Miss Angela. So, Miss Angela, what specific improvements would you suggest regarding yung overall layout po ng website namin or like yung visual hierarchy po? Like, okay lang po ba yung flow niya or is there something na you want us to like put it in the first section po muna and like sunod-sunod po? Yun po.
Actually, the layout is good. I like na dun sa home, nakalagay yung about pag-uukit. Although I think before that, sa home, baka pwedeng maglagay muna ng parang statement na ano yung pag-uukit. Gaya ng comment kanina. Kasi the homepage is about Ukit Tayo, which is the website, and then it goes directly to the statistics. So I think it would be better kung may parang introductory dun sa wood carving ng Paete or wood carving in the Philippines since it's not just in Paete. And then transitions sa statistics. So that's for the homepage. Sa Explore naman, I also like yung sa Explore, bukod dun sa, mga comments na wordy siya, the content and yung flow is all good. Siguro yung comment ko dun sa tools and techniques, I think it would be good. Syempre, alam ko naman na limited lang yung time and yun nga, it's a project. Pero if you're going to pursue it in the future, cute din kung may, for example, kung meron kayo makakuha na resource speaker na mapapakita yung actual na tools and yung mismong process. I mean, meron namang video about it, pero dito sa tools and techniques, kung may visual, kumbaga, ng how to do it. Kasi pwede rin naman siyang icon. And then, kung I don't know how this is going to work sa isang website, pero may pag-scroll ng kung ano-anong types ng chisels, ano yung mga wood na ginagamit. But it's good. Maganda yung flow nung Explore page. So watch, maganda din. I like watching everything actually. I think this is probably, for me, one of the best parts of this website kasi yun nga, sobrang short ng attention span ngayon ng Gen Z na they would rather watch something rather than go through the website. Although we want them to go visit the website, pero maganda na may watch tab kayo dito. Sa artisan naman, wala yung problem sa flow. Yun nga, if you're going to pursue it in the future, you might want to parang may artist profiles, ganun. Tapos may isa-isa silang story, may sample works and workshop. But then, yun nga, for the future siya, if you are going to pursue this. And sa contact, wala yung problem. So, for me, as someone with the background in paete wood carving and interacting with artisans there, okay yung website and it's just needs a little tweaking. Pero for me, the flow and layout itself, okay siya.
And thank you po, Miss Angela. So, we will now be moving on to the very last part of our FGD. So, okay. So, para naman po to kay Sir Paolo again. So, Sir Paolo, marirecommend niyo po ba yung project namin to other mga wood carvers din po na kilala nyo or mga wood carvers in general po?
Opo, pwede naman po. Pwede naman po. Patunayan, may mga kasamaan ako na mahilig din sa mga ganyang craft. Pwede ko naman po i-recommend sa kanila para subukan din nila na okay naman po yung system, yung kung paano tawag dito, kung paano i-process yung sistema na mabilis naman po. Pwede ko naman po i-repair kahit sa mga company, ganun. Pwede naman. Kasi karamihan naman po dito sa amin may mga ganun na sistema na mga company na iba, mga furniture, ganun. So may mga kakilala rin naman po ako na kung sakali, pwede ko po i-repair kasi maganda naman po yung system. Ayun po.
Sige po, thank you po. So,
Thank you
for
po,
our
thank you.
next naman po, since nabanggit po kanina ni Miss Angela na she has also done research about this. So, for Miss Angela, would you recommend this project to researchers for information gathering about pag-uukit?
Yes, I would. Kasi I've also worked with, I forgot, takang paete. Although iba naman yung art form nila, which is the taka, may wood carving aspect yun naman. And they've been, shinare nila sa akin na, yun nga, they've been really wanting to connect with people through workshops, ganyan. And yun nga, mahalagang tool yung social media and yung internet. So I think, ayun nga, in the future, if you're going to pursue it, maganda na mag-partner din with organizations, maybe even the LGU of Paete, kasi Paete is very supportive of initiatives like this. Kasi, yun nga, arts capital sila ng Laguna. So, yun, I think not only researchers who can help with the artist profiles, but also in expanding the website. So, yeah, it's also a first, actually, kung yeah, it's going to be nationwide. It's going to be a first for Paete na may gantong initiative sa internet. So, yun, I would most definitely recommend.
Thank you po. So, okay. So, for the next question is, ito naman po kay Tito Alfredo ulit. So, would you recommend this to businesses and the likes to promote or showcase their story and services in our website po?
When you say business, you mean yung market? What do you mean businesses?
Siguro po yung pag-offer po nung wood carving services, not the products itself po.
Yeah, oo. Of course, through this website, kailangan siyang ma-promote sa mga businesses para maging aware din at hindi option is to go offshore na kasi pag alam nila na buhay pa rin itong craft na to dito sa country natin and makita nila na mas marami pa artisans ang nafe-feature nyo, tapos nakikita nila yung mga product. So, they would not opt to look for, kasi may market kasi ito itong mga products na to. So, they will not opt to getting the products offshore. So, instead, through this website, through this information awareness nyo, makikilala yung mga artisans na hindi pa na-feature, and then they would go to these people and then buy their products, and baka maging part pa sila ng mga company na to.
Okay, so that finally concludes our focus group discussion. Thank you so much for everyone in this meeting and for discussing your thoughts and insights regarding our website. So we will definitely take these comments into consideration. And before this meeting ends, we would like to request everyone to also submit their attendance form and consent form if you haven't yet. We will send them again here in the chat. If you still can't access it, we can send it to you again later through private message after this meeting. For now, we would like to request everyone if they could open their cams only for documentation purposes lang po.
Bea, can you unpin the presentation for now?
Okay, I'm gonna take it. All right. 3, 2, 1. And let's do one more. 3, 2, 1. Okay na. Thank you.
Thank you so much po. We can now leave the meeting room.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay na? Ay, Mick pa na lang ulit si Sir Paolo.
Sige, tawagan ko lang siya para ma-remind ko yung
Sige. And
Tingnan
then,
na natin yung forms kung kompleto na lahat.
sige.
Tingnan ko yung attendance.
Sa consent na lang, Mick.
Sige.
Okay, sige.
Wait lang.
7 lang sila, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Si
Complete
Rain.
naman dito.
Sa consent, hindi lahat, 4 lang.
Sino yung kulang? Louie, Bianca, andyan?
Si Bianca wala. Unless
Okay.
siya tong si Lee. Ay, hindi. Baka si Ate Louie ata to eh.
Yung Chi Louie.
Ay, end mo na pala yung recording.
Ay,
Para kasi